What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I realized the other day, heading into the new year, it's been a minute since I've done Battle Swap. Battle Swap being one of the more popular series that's been on my channels. I also got to do more Goon series. I'm doing Ask the Goon video today, so we'll have a double up for sure at the very least. I'm gonna keep pumping out content today until I pass out. We're going hard in the fucking paint. But this is a battle swap in which I take 7 battles from each character's stories and I swap places with the other character to see how they do. Our 2 characters for today, Red Hood from DC Comics and Punisher from Marvel Comics. 2 killer, badass vigilante type characters, anti-heroes for sure. We're going to have a lot of fun doing this swap. So strap in, check out my Discord, hit the Cash App if you want to support, or hit me up if you want to sponsor a video. With that being said, let's get into it. First up, we will be taking a look at Punisher. Now, quick note for Punisher, we will not be using his Beast form, because obviously if he gets access to his form, which is from recent comics, he would one-shot everybody on the list. So we're not using Beast Punisher, we're using Punisher in every other outing, essentially, with standard gear and equipment. First up, we have Batman. This is a little trickier than people give credit to. While yes, Batman is more skilled in hand-to-hand combat, and he's probably higher IQ, even in battle situations, which I don't care what anybody says, that's really hard to say when comparing to Punisher. And he has a better loadout. Punisher, it's hard to come to grips with if he would try to kill Batman. If he's going for the kill, this is a high diff for Batman. If he's not going for the kill, if he's treating him like Spider-Man or Captain America, Batman probably mid-diff. I'm gonna go Punisher loses this one. Mid-diff to the superior loadout and the better hand-to-hand combat skills of Batman playing the major factors in this. But it is a very dangerous fight for Batman. Especially if Punisher is looking at it like, yeah, I'll kill this motherfucker. That might be rough for Batman's gonna have a long day. Because Punisher is way more dangerous than people give credit for. In fact, I'm planning on doing a Punisher street scaling tier video very soon. Also, Graven and Kingpin. Back on track. So we have one loss so far. Cassandra Cain. If y'all don't know, she's one of the more recent additions to the Bat family. She's a girl trained by the most dangerous martial artists on DC's planet. She has essentially like copycat abilities too, in which she's so high IQ in battle, she can kind of emulate steel style, stuff like that. If Cassandra Cain, if the psycho bitch runs into Punisher, I think she dies. I don't think Punisher's playing around with this bitch. She's legit crazy. He definitely has the loadout to put her down. Cassandra Cain's not carrying crazier shit than Batman. Batman has also shown he can clearly one-shot her. So I see this fight, it's going to be tough for sure because she is skilled, but it'd be like fighting Elektra, you know? He can get that done, especially if he has no ties to the bitch. She might get her ass shot up if she runs up on Punisher too crazy. Like, he's gonna start shooting immediately at that point, which rolls us, but I'm still going to give it at least mid-diff for sure. Next, we have Ra's al Ghul. This is the leader of the most prestigious assassin corps on planet Earth in DC Comics. Been around for hundreds of years. Uses the Lazarus Pit to come back and be an asshole. How's it go if Ghul faces off with Punisher? Now, Ghul has a level of superhuman ability to him, given the pit. He's pretty fucking athletic for an old man. Slight healing factor. He's tough as nails, skilled as hell. However, ain't shit he gonna do about a bullet in the head. I do see Punisher giving everything he's got in this fight, because Ghul's a piece of shit. Like, if anyone needs to die, it's Ra's al Ghul. So, Punisher's gonna have no problem getting the blasting against him. I see him taking out Ra's mid-diff because he's unleashing the heavy guns in his arsenal real quick. And keep in mind, he's got some shit on him that can drop Punisher, or I mean Wolverine and Spider-Man can kill Daken, stuff like that. It makes him incredibly dangerous. Next, we have Lady Shiva. Now, this one's a little tricky. Lady Shiva, historically, is one of the best hand-to-hand fighters in DC. She's trained all the best, trained with the best, gone against the best. She's a monster. One of the premier fighters you could ask for. However, here's the problem for her going against Punisher. Punisher has so many more weapons. He's deadly accurate. He's got explosives and all that. He's got specialized ammunition if he needs it. He brings a lot of an arsenal to the table that Shiva doesn't really have an answer for, and he's gonna get her with that arsenal. Now, she's dangerous up close, probably more skilled. However, I don't know if she has the stopping power to just put him away real quick up close. He's gonna keep her at bay with his weapons. I see him taking this mid to high diff. It's high diff if she gets in close. But Punisher's kept Spider-Man off him, Daken, Wolverine, took down Superior Spider-Man, has guns that can knock down Rhino. Like, he's strong as fuck, especially with these weapons. I think he could take down Shiva. Next, we have Bane. Now, this one's tough as shit. Bane is someone who's just as skilled as Batman. He soloed, basically, ran a speed run on the Arkham Asylum, taking out the rest of the hooligans in the rogue gallery of Batman. He's killed Alfred, bullies the Bat family. Legendary for breaking the bat of Batman. Here's the thing. Bane gets up close against Punisher. That's a tough night for Pun. He's going to get his hits in, but Bane's going to beat his ass eventually. Here's the one thing going for Punisher. He's blasting immediately, son. He's unloading the arsenal on Bane. Bane's arguably worse than Ra's al Ghul. And he's worse because he's way bigger. He looks the part. Ra's is not nearly as scary as Bane. I'm sorry. He pulls up with his big ass and Bane and starts talking crazy. Oh, Punisher's got guns for that. He's got bombs for that, son. We got heavy weapons on deck. I don't see Punisher even entertaining a fight up close. For that reason, I actually would give it to Punisher extremely high diff, because Bane's tough as fuck. He's gonna be high as a kite, running in trying to snap Punisher's neck. But at worst, I actually see Punisher blowing both of them up. I don't know. Like, he's gonna go crazy with letting everything go, because Bane is like that. So I'm actually giving it high diff to Punisher. Next, we have Deathstroke. Now, this is tough, because Slade Wilson does not give a fuck. One of the most skilled assassins in DC, regularly goes against Batman just fine. Here's the thing with Deathstroke. He's going to shoot back. He's got a better loadout than Punisher, just as accurate as him, but he also has really good armor. So for that, and the fact he's probably better up close than Punisher is, I'm going to have to give this to Deathstroke mid to high diff. The reason I say mid to high diff is that Deathstroke does sometimes struggle with shooters who aren't as well-rounded, in my opinion, as Punisher, like a Deadshot. So I definitely see him giving him hell. Punisher will, but I actually foresee Deathstroke coming out on top. We then get into the final battle for Punisher, and that's Joker's daughter. I don't think we have to take too long with this one. Red Hood fodderized Joker's daughter as well. She's not her daddy. I'm sorry. Like, she don't got the juice like that. Not as tough as him. Not as skilled as him. Not as dangerous as him. This bitch is going early and getting put in a pack real fast. Low to mid diff. I see Punisher smoking her dumb ass for even pulling up and trying. So next, we move on to the Red Hood side of things to see how he fares. Now, who is the first battle for our boy Red Hood? First up, we got Superior Spider-Man. If you guys don't know who that is, that's an Otto Octavius has taken over Spider-Man's body, started a massive corporation, and does hood rat shit as Spider-Man. This is a tough one. Now, I don't think Superior Spider-Man's as polished of a fighter as Peter is. I genuinely don't believe that. He obviously is skilled and gets more and more used to using Spider-Man's body, as well as he has some tech he uses as well, spider tech. Now, here's the thing. Red Hood is willing to kill. Superior Spider-Man would be more than willing to kill this random hooligan. It's a tough-ass battle. Due to superior stats, some of the tech, and this being a random encounter, I would likely say Superior Spider-Man takes it high diff. But Red Hood is extremely dangerous in this situation. I think it's actually harder fighting regular Spider-Man than Superior. So I'm going to give it high diff to Superior Spider-Man. But again, he's not holding back with Peter's stats. So I have him taking it because of that. Next, we have Kingpin. Now this is the tough one for me. Kingpin's no slouch. People just think he's some fat boy in a suit. It's not true. He's a fat boy in a suit and he balls. You see, he has a winning record against Captain America. He's gone toe-to-toe with Punisher before. He's beaten Spider-Man before. He's strong as shit, took out a Doombot. Like, this is not an easy fight for Red Hood. However, Red Hood more than likely will resort to his pretty impressive loadout. I'm not going to lie, he has a really good weapon loadout. His pistol would be enough to eventually kill Kingpin if it doesn't on the first shot. He has bombs that can hurt Kingpin. Kingpin's best weapon is his cane, which is capable of taking out Spider-Man. I have Red Hood winning this high diff. He's going to have to get the blasting. However, if Red Hood tries to get in the mix up close and just throw hands, I favor Kingpin. He'd just outmuscle his bitch ass. But I got Red Hood taking this high diff. Next, we have Kraven Jr. Now, this is the son of Kraven. Obviously, after Kraven famously offed himself, his son kind of grew into that mantle. He's a physical freak as well. Almost as good of a hunter. Punisher even says he thinks Kraven Jr. might have surpassed his daddy. But regardless, Kraven Jr. is going to have a rough time with Red Hood. Red Hood has the weapon loadout to be an absolute nightmare for Kraven Jr. I don't think Kraven Jr. is more talented in hand-to-hand combat either. He might be stronger than Red Hood, but Red Hood, then again, in bursts has shown incredible strength, including breaking out of the grip of Supergirl. So I think if they get up close, Red Hood's fine. Red Hood's going to put hands on him, also has superior weapons. I favor him over Kraven Jr. Next, we got Wolverine. The best there is, the best to do it. Wolverine, the infamous X-Men Weapon X. Healing factor, the adamantium claws, has partaken in wars over the decades. It's been on basically every superhero team. Fights Hulk every Tuesday. How do I see this going with Wolverine, who, to be fair to everyone else, tends the job? This would be an interesting fight. Red Hood definitely has something going for him in that he's willing to kill, so he's going to be trying to really hurt Wolverine. But going there with Wolverine is a fucking mistake. That shit will get him on a t-shirt if he tries to really get dangerous. I think Wolverine takes it mid to high diff. At the end of the day, Red Hood's not bringing anything to the table Wolverine hasn't seen before, and he just outstats him. Next, we have Deadpool. Deadpool actually had a really fun back and forth in Deadpool versus Punisher when they went back and forth beating each other. Deadpool has a unique arsenal that he can call upon at any time. He has his wonky fourth wall breaking that he always does. He has his training and fighting over the years, including being able to stalemate Wolverine, and Wolverine even considers him a better killer than him. Deadpool makes this interesting. Obviously, he jokes around a lot. It's going to be doing stupid shit in the fight. But he's just as capable, if not more, than Red Hood. On top of this, he has obviously a way superior healing factor. That puts this battle in the favor of Deadpool mid to high diff. The reason I say high diff potentially is because Deadpool is dumb. So maybe he jokes around a little too much, but if he even gets remotely serious, I think Red Hood's in trouble. Next, we have the Winter Soldier. Now, he and Punisher had gotten into a scrum at one point, and Winter Soldier replaced Cap before. He's also one of the best assassins to ever live, has an extremely powerful cybernetic arm, and carries a loadout of a modern-day assassin. Now, if Winter Soldier was to scrap with Red Hood, I think this is a good little scrap. This is a good little fight. Like, these two are going to go back and forth. They get compared to each other often. Red Hood probably has superior weapon training, whereas... Winter Soldier probably has better weapon training, whereas Red Hood has better melee combat training. I just think he's a superior hand-to-hand fighter in the pure sense against a Winter Soldier. Both willing to kill, both extremely good at killing. I favor Red Hood high diff. I think he's just a little bit better version of Winter Soldier, and thus I have him taking this one. And then finally, after he beats Winter Soldier, we have the final battle being Captain Falcon or Captain Sam Wilson America. Now, this is obviously Sam Wilson's version of Captain America with the Falcon wings. He took over the mantle for a bit, and with his wings as well, it allows him aerial combat, makes him a lot more versatile. How do I see it going? Matching up with Red Hood. Captain Falcon is not Captain America. Like, he's not as dangerous as the OG Captain America. He's not nearly as skilled, not as good with the shield. He has the wings. Okay, cool. Red Hood will be just fine. I see him taking down this version of Captain America mid-diff. The wings can make it interesting for a bit, but Red Hood's just going to outskill him. So, at the end of the day, who do I see doing better if they were to swap battles? Well, both definitely hold their own. There's no doubt about that. But we only really see Punisher run into probably 2 L's, where there was a few you could argue for Red Hood. So, in my opinion, at that point, there's a slight edge to Punisher doing better in the battle swap, but I'm curious to hear what you guys think in the comment section down below. Also, let me know whose battle should be swapped next, or if you just want to sponsor a battle swap, hit me up on Discord to talk business. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.